Hi guys, good day. This is me again, XerJigs, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's session, this will be the part 3 of our professional education as part of our LET Review series. So by the way, before we start, I just want to ask you, how are you? Hopefully you are doing great because you deserve it. And you still have, 3 months or more than 3 months to prepare for your battle. And I'm pretty sure that you can actually do it. So by the way, I have a new setup for my session. So instead of answering the 15 questions on the first part of this video, you will no longer do that. So it's more of question and answer portion. So I'm gonna ask the question. I'll give you 5 to 10 seconds to think of what is the answer. And after that, I'll reveal the answer and the rationale. So before we start the session, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for the new updates or new videos of my LET review series. Alright, so let's start. So let's get the ball rolling. So question number 1. Who was responsible for stating that modeling is essential in teaching? Is it A. Lawrence Kohlberg, B. Edward Thorndike, C. Albert Bandura, or D. B.F. Skinner? So the correct answer for this question is letter C, Albert Bandura, because Albert Bandura proposed a theory commonly known as social learning theory that gives or puts emphasis in modeling as part of pedagogy. Lawrence Kohlberg, that's moral development. Edward Thorndike, that's the what? Law of exercise, law of readiness, and law of effect. And for B.F. Skinner, PCSO, Pavlov is classical conditioning, and Skinner is operant conditioning. So B.F. Skinner is operant conditioning. So please remember PCSO. P stands for Pavlov, C for classical, S for Skinner, O for operant conditioning. So this is actually my mnemonic to remember these two proponents when it comes to education. Question number 2. A test can measure what the teacher wants to measure when the task is A. Valid, B. Efficient, C. Reliable, or D. Fair. The correct answer for this question is valid, letter A. Because if we go back to the STEM, a test can measure what the teacher wants to measure. Meaning to say that in every evaluation or assessment that a teacher is actually doing, it should be aligned to the learning objectives. If a teacher wanted her students to know how to add or subtract the similar fractions, then basically his evaluation or his test must be of giving them fractions for them to add or subtract. If it's a TLE subject, if your learning objective is to let your students know how to bake, then your test should be a performance test, should be baking itself. So that is the reason why validity is the most important criteria for equality of a test. Number 3. The facility index of a test item in mathematics is 0.50. What does this mean? A. Moderately difficult, B. High validity, C. Easy, or D. Low reliability? The correct answer for this question is letter A. Moderately difficult. If you still remember about index of difficulty, when I say 0 to 0.2, that's very difficult. 0.21 to 0.4, that is difficult. 0.41 to 0.6, that's moderately difficult or average. 0.61 to 0.8, that's easy. 0.81 to 1.0, that is very easy. Meaning, the higher the value of your index difficulty, the easier your test is. The lower the value of your index difficulty, the more difficult your test is. Number 4. Teacher James is done with Unit 1 in English. He wants to know how well his students could demonstrate the knowledge and skills targeted at the beginning of the unit. Into what form of assessment is Teacher James? A. Assessment for learning, B. Assessment as learning, C. Assessment of learning, or D. Assessment as and for learning? The correct answer for this question is letter C, assessment of learning. Because unit test, chapter test, quarterly exam, summative test, these are forms of assessment of learning. While assessment for learning, meaning to say it's a formative test. So it could be a quiz after the discussion, but these are not graded. For assessment as learning, it's more of self-reflection of a student and monitoring their future learning goals. So that's the reason why for number 4, the correct answer is letter C, assessment of learning. Number 5, which does not belong to the group? A, completion test, B, alternate response, C, multiple choice, or D, matching type. The correct answer for this question is letter A, completion test, because alternate response, multiple choice, and matching type have choices, except for completion type or completion test, wherein you need to fill in the correct answer. It could be a word or group of words. For alternate response, it could be true or false. It could be true or false. So meaning to say it still has choices. Same goes with multiple choice and matching type. Number 6. Which is the percentage contribution of quarterly assessment to the grades of junior high school students? A, 25%, B, 15%, C, 30%, or D, 20%? The correct answer for this question is letter D, 20%. Just to let you know, teachers, I know junior high school from grade 7 to grade 10, the quarterly assessment is uniform. That's 20% of their grade. Their performance tests and written works vary. It depends on the subject area. Number 7. Renzo got a grade of 98 in mathematics. What is its descriptor? A, advanced, B, outstanding, C, very satisfactory, or D, proficient? The correct answer for this question is letter B, outstanding. So let's all remember 90% and above is outstanding. So I actually have here the list. Below 75%, that's did not meet expectation. That's the descriptor. 75 to 79, that's fairly satisfactory. 80 to 84, that's satisfactory. 85 to 89, that's very satisfactory. The 90 above, again, that's outstanding. For advanced and proficient, these are levels of proficiency. So by the way, teachers, I want you to really memorize this one, because sometimes K-12 assessment or grading system is actually part of the professional education. So might as well that you have an idea about this. So let's proceed. Number 8. This theorist proposed that human activities are based on associate and response. Is it A, Sigmund Freud, B, Albert Bandura, C, Edward Thorndike, or D, Howard Gardner? The correct answer for this question is letter C, Edward Thorndike, because Edward Thorndike is the main proponent of SR theory, or your stimulus response. And in fact, he advocated the 3 laws: the law of exercise, law of readiness, and law of effect. Sigmund Freud, that's psychosexual theory. Albert Bandura, that's modeling. Howard Gardner, that's your multiple intelligence. So that's the reason why the correct answer is, again, Edward Thorndike for associate and response. Number 9. Lourent fails to develop a consistent identity and results to A, isolation, B, inferiority, C, stagnation, or D, role confusion. The correct answer for this question is role confusion. Keyword, identity. According to Erik Erikson, the person has to learn ideal identity behavior in order to resolve his role confusion. That is the reason why that's the 5th stage of psychosocial theory of Erik Erikson. Number 10. This type of power is manifested by teacher Jan Lee when he shows his students his vast knowledge about biology. A, expert power, B, legitimate power, C, referent power, or D, rewards power. The correct answer for this question is letter A, expert power. If we go back to the STEM, teacher Jan Lee shows his students his vast knowledge about biology. So meaning to say he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's talking about. So it's more of expertise. So when you say legitimate power, it's loco parentis. As a teacher, we are legally responsible of our students inside the school's premise. So our function is as a second parent. For referent power, it's making ourselves approachable, meaning to say we accept our students the way they are. When it comes to rewards power, it's giving the right grades to those deserving students. So it's more of, giving them rewards about their efforts in going to school. Let's proceed. Number 11. The following method can be used by Teacher Jamaika in her mathematics class if she wants her students to master the concepts in adding and subtracting integers. A. Unit method, B. Type method, C. Drill method, or D. Discovery method. The correct answer for this question is letter C. Drill method. When it comes to mathematics, in order for you to master a certain concept, you need to use this drill method. It is actually from Edward Thorndike, The Law of Exercise. Number 12. Mr. Santiago, a curricularist, has published researches, books, and other instructional materials. He is A or an A implementer, B planner, C writer, or D evaluator. The correct answer for this question is letter C, writer. If we go back to the stem, Mr. Santiago has published, so meaning to say it is the product of what he wrote. So that's the reason why he is a writer. He's not an implementer, not a planner, nor an evaluator. Number 13. Which among these graduates is not qualified to take the licensure examination for teachers or LET? A. Bachelor of Technical Teacher Education, B. Bachelor of Elementary Education, C. Associate of Forestry, or D. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. The correct answer for this question is letter C. Associate of Forestry. Associate courses are not qualified to take the LET or the licensure examination for teachers. Number 14. Teacher Centinee asks her students to break down, examine, interpret, and investigate a science concept or problem. These demonstrate what kind of learning? A. Application, B. Evaluation, C. Analysis, or D. Synthesis. The correct answer for this question is letter C. Analysis. If we go back to the stem, breakdown. So when you say breakdown of whole to parts, that's analysis. So that's the reason why the correct answer is letter C. So when it comes to Bloom's taxonomy, teachers, you need to familiarize the verbs of each level. Breakdown belongs to analysis level. That's the reason why that's the answer. Number 15. Teacher Juviner is developing test items in history for his grade 7 students. The said test items should be aligned with A. Content and process, B. Instructional materials, C. Monitoring and evaluation, D. Instructional objectives. The correct answer for this question is letter D. Instructional objectives. Remember, validity is the most important criteria for quality of your test. That is the reason why to make your test valid, it should be aligned with your instructional objectives. So that ends our 15 items review on professional education. Hopefully you learned something for today. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more LET reviews videos to be uploaded soon. And to you who is watching, I wish you good luck and God bless to your examination. I know you can make it and be a licensed professional teacher. So thank you again for watching. This is me again, XerJigs. Have a great day.